Welcome to Coming Up Roses. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Kelly, and today is Sunday, January 1st,
2023.
2023. Happy New Year to all of our listeners.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Friends and family out there. So, surprise podcast on our part.
Surprise!
We had talked in the last episode about only doing them every other week. But since it's New Year's,
And we're trying some new stuff.
We're trying some new little locations here, trying to find a place that works. Not totally satisfied yet. We have a lot of white space behind us, which I want to try to get rid of. And all that. But the reason why we are here today is because yesterday I decided that 2023 was going to be my year of less. Instead of making resolutions or proclamations or things I want to do more of in 2023, I am focusing on things I want less of in 2023.
And I come up with a little list myself.
So, Kevin came up with a little list of things he wants less of, and then he said, then I have things I want more of. So, in true Kevin fashion, he has to tweak it a little bit, and so we're going to go with it. Year of less.
Year of less.
We talked a little bit about this last week, or earlier this week, about less clutter and less things. That is going to be a big theme for me, and I have a feeling I'm going to not make some people happy with the amount of stuff I want to get rid of.
That's all right.
But I need to get rid of things. Our closets are completely full. Kevin and I share a fairly small closet. And it's got so much stuff in it that we wash clothes and barely can get clean clothes put back where they belong. And when I look through it, I'm like 90% of what's in this closet I don't ever touch. And
Plus, the sizes are all off for you.
That's not even
smaller.
A big thing. I wear jeans every single day. I have 5 or 6 pair of jeans. I really just want to get rid of everything else I have in there.
All right, I'm down.
The slacks, the nice pants I have probably will not fit me. They're probably going to be too big anyway. So I feel like just purging and making room in the closets, and we have this little cubby system with baskets in it, going through all that stuff, and if we haven't looked at it or touched it in a year and it doesn't hold sentimental value, then I feel like we just need to get rid of it. So we are, my plan anyway, is to focus on one room of the house per month. And so we're starting with the office, and we're going to go through there and just try to declutter a lot of things that just we don't need. Give things away, donate things, trash things. We just have a lot. We have something in every available space. And I just want open, clean space.
There you go.
I watch all these HGTV, makeovers, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Kitchen without stuff on every counter, and we just have way too much stuff. So one of my goals for this year is to acquire less possessions. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll probably get a lot of pushback.
Maybe a little bit.
We can't get rid of that. I might need that someday. Well, here's the way I look at that. If you haven't needed it in a year,
then you don't need it.
Then you don't need it. And if by some off chance you will need it again, then we just buy it. I'm not going to throw away, a $400 piece of equipment that has a use, but just little things. They're just going.
They're just going?
So that's one of my goals for this year. Less clutter, less material possessions.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. I started with less cookies. Cookies are a major weakness of mine. I got cookies in the house yesterday. We were hunting for various foods or whatever to, just whatever. Mostly to get out of the house. And saw some cookies. Had to grab them. They're all right cookies. They were Reese's peanut butter cup cookies.
Nobody can beat the peanut butter cookie at PMS Deli, though.
No.
That's
PMS
the best peanut butter cookie you can find anywhere. Yeah. This little deli that we have down the street from us.
Yeah. Great place to eat if you're local. Check it out. Anything that you get in there is going to be good.
Everything is good. But they make their own cookies and cupcakes and things like that. And their peanut butter cookies with the little Hershey Kiss on them.
Jesus Christ, it's so good. The best cookie you're going to eat, though, is if you go to the Harris Teeter, their own Harris Teeter brand oatmeal raisin walnut cookie is insanely good.
Yes.
I mean, insanely good. But again, I need to eat less cookies because, I'm just not being good about my own health. So.
Yeah, it's not helping with my next thing on my list, which is less weight.
Mm-hmm.
The cookies don't help. And I mean, we had a good year in 2022 as far as weight goes.
Yeah, you did,
so
especially.
I ended the year down 65 pounds.
You lost weight in December. Which is incredible.
I lost weight I gained in November.
Still, all right.
But so I lost between 8 and 10 pounds.
Her weakness is stuffing. And she made some fucking fantastic stuffing.
And I pretty much ate all of it.
It was stuffing. It was really, really good stuffing. Insanely good stuffing. But December is the month of cookies, pies, candy, fucking comfort food sets in because it's like,
I had candy and I had cookies and...
But you got on track about when you eat.
I was really good during the week. And then, we talked about this, I think, in the last episode too. Mm-hmm. What I'm realizing is not eating for an extended time. So, I don't eat breakfast anymore, so I'm going from dinner. That 17 hours, which is what it usually comes out to be, I think is what's doing it. Yesterday, I said, okay, we had a really late dinner Friday night, and so I said, well, I can't eat until 11:30 on Saturday. Friday night, before I went to bed, I said, I can't eat until 11:30 tomorrow, so we're just going to skip breakfast. And we'll just eat lunch. And not even a few minutes later, it was brought up hey, let's go out to breakfast tomorrow. So that went out the window because we ended up going out to breakfast. It wasn't even that good. I didn't really enjoy it.
Baker's crust. It was all right. I liked it.
But I ate...
I was the only one who liked it.
I ate before I should have, and it showed on the scale.
Of
course, then I was like, well, screw that. Now I'm going to eat this and eat that, and it just kind of feeds into...
And that's how I got it in the store, getting fucking cookies. So.
But, once the holidays are over, we'll be back on track with that.
So I also, just to stay in this vein, I'm going to do less fast food, because the fucking Chick-fil-A reopened by her school, and we've been eating, the family biscuit and whatnot. I got to stop eating that.
Kevin calls it the family biscuit because it's chicken and egg together on a biscuit.
It's funny.
We won't be doing that, hopefully. Maybe on Saturday. If we can cut that down to once on the weekend. Yeah. We won't be going in the mornings.
And I'll just start making my own breakfast bowls in the morning, either my own or get them from the Wawa. Because Wawa does a breakfast bowl. It's got no carbs in it. It's just eggs and meat.
Yeah. And I was telling you might want to consider the 17-hour thing, but I don't know how that... You have to talk to your doctor about that with your blood sugar, how that would affect you. But I also have on my list down here less carbs. Yeah. So that all goes into the same.
And then the last one.
I think yesterday I only ate carbs.
And then less soda, because I drink zero soda, as far as zero sugar soda, but
zero sugar soda.
Zero sugar soda.
But you do drink a lot of it.
But I need to stop. I need to really.
I mean, yesterday it was I kept hearing. I was like, guys.
When you said it, I was like, God damn, I do drink a lot of soda, and I need to stop.
It used to be the coffee. You used to drink coffee like that a lot,
and then you water switched. Like that.
Now you need to switch to water.
Yeah, that's one of the things I got to do tomorrow. I got to go to the water store because we're out.
Oh, I know we need to do that. Yeah. All right. So on my list next of less things I want less of in this coming year is less noise. And because I teach kindergarten, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of the noise during the school day.
And then at night we have...
And then at night, it's just the TV's always on. Or even if the TV's on and I'm not paying attention to what's on TV, but I have earbuds in and I'm listening to something, I want less noise. So I need to find time during the day where I just, almost like sensory deprivation.
I should have got you some noise-canceling headphones. That's what I should have done.
That would have been a great birthday present.
All right. So if anyone wants to help out with that, at KRoseVA in the Cash App.
Speaking of this, okay, so my birthday's coming in a couple weeks, and...
I'm a shit ass.
I mean, because my birthday is so close to Christmas, and I'm trying to get rid of things. Like, I don't want more things. Everyone's like, well, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, I just want Kevin's recliner fixed. And then Kevin's like, well, I don't really need it fixed. Like, it's not a problem.
The feet won't go up.
Mom wasn't really jazzed on the idea of fixing the chair for my birthday, so...
Yeah.
That
grew to, we need all new furniture.
It escalated quickly.
Yeah.
But I was able to put that on the back burner for a while anyway. But I was like, well, I need a new ring light. Because I'm starting to do some videos for TikTok, some nail videos for TikTok. And I need a ring light that'll turn like 90 degrees so that I can film something flat on the table. And the ring light we have right now just does not do that.
Yeah.
So, all right, a new ring light. I said, here's one on Amazon that has like the thing that'll hold your phone. You can position that however you want, and the light bends down. And Kevin's like, happy birthday. Go ahead and order it. Happy birthday.
Because I'm an asshole.
I'm like, I guess I pick out the thing. I order it. When it comes, I guess I'll just open it and start using it. Don't even bother wrapping it. I know what it is.
Oh. Mm.
So.
I did a halfway decent job wrapping your gift this year.
You did. And I loved my Christmas gift because it was a total and complete surprise.
Unless aside from looking like it used to look like a 5-year-old wrapped the present, but now it looked like an 8-year-old wrapped the present. It was great.
I had to tell him specifically what kind of birthday cake I wanted and where to get it. I might as well just have taken care of it all by myself.
I'm trying.
I think that's the women's role anyway.
I try, baby. That's not something I've ever been any good at.
We've been married for 17 years almost.
But in 17 years, you've got the Amazon Prime account, which means you get the free shipping, you get the discounts. I don't have Amazon Prime because I don't need to spend $100. You can log into
my account. How about that?
Yeah, well, that's
so that blew his mind.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could just use her login. Like I could go in on your computer and log into Amazon with my account, and you would have access to our Amazon account.
Okay. That and honestly, it almost seems like a invasion of privacy, but it really isn't. I get that now. It's just,
Oy.
I need less dumbassery on my part. That's what I need to do.
Oy, less noise. I'm on my list of less things I want to do, and this is going to sound funny after what I just said, but I want to do less complaining. I complain a lot. I have a lot to complain about.
You do. And this is where the Irish sets in. I mean, the temper and whatnot. She gets annoyed with something, and then it comes out, and it's fine with me because I am apparently the most patient person in the world. I am insanely patient, so I can handle a lot of shit. I have high tolerances for bullshit, but.
So, yeah, yesterday I was a little frustrated, and I started to voice it and realized I was pissing off my entire family by voicing my frustration. So I just gotta choke it all down and not complain.
You can complain to me.
Less complaining.
You can complain to me. I'm sure our audience is more than willing to hear it as well. Every now and again. Once every 2 weeks, you throw it out there for everybody. Fuck this shit!
That's going to be the title of our new podcast.
It'll be Fuck This Shit o'clock.
I find myself really getting caught up in the complaining and the negativity, which is the next on my list. Mm-hmm. Less negativity. It's just, I think I'm wired that way. Mm-hmm. I try to, do things to, make things easier or to help someone out, and I end up feeling like I'm getting punished for it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, yesterday, I was trying to help Mom pull up her travel itinerary because she's going to California in April on her Delta app. It sounds so easy, and for anyone else, it would have been a matter of opening the app, typing in the number, the reservation number, and it would all have been right there. It literally took me an hour and a half to wade through finding the username, finding the Sky Miles number, changing the password, nothing working, can't get in, no phone number I can call to get assistance. And I mean, it literally was so frustrating. And I can't deal with that but for so long, and then I start to be like, oh my God, like I'm just being punished. And that's how it feels. And it's not just that. Like, and we tried to watch Hamilton last night. Let's watch Hamilton. That's become like a holiday over the holidays, tradition for us. We got a new TV, so we had to log on to Disney Plus again. And that was complicated and convoluted and took a half an hour to figure out how to do it. And it's just, I'm so tired of all of those little hiccups that I'm sure happen to everybody, but I'm getting to the point where I can't, like, manage them anymore.
Yeah.
Without really getting, like, off the charts pissed. So I either need therapy, or I need to start meditating, or I need to just stop giving a shit about it. You know? And I don't know which of those things to do. I mean, less frustration. If you can tell me how to be less frustrated all the time.
Well, hopefully by the time you take care of some of that stuff at the top of the list, that stuff
I feel like if I had less clutter and things were cleaner and quieter, and I was feeling like those things would.
Yeah.
I think
so
they're
by
all
taking care of the top of the
other.
list, the stuff near the bottom of the list takes care of itself.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
That's my theory, anyway.
Anyway, what's next on your list? You don't have.
I only have one more thing on my list, and that was.
It was a more thing.
No, well, the more thing I'll do at the end.
See, like, what the heck is that? You just try to open it up.
Less screen time. Sitting there looking at a screen.
That is something we need to work on, and I thought that I needed to put that on my list too.
Mm-hmm.
I have been noticing a lot lately that, and I am as guilty as Kevin is, so I'm not trying to like bitch at Kevin about this. We spend a lot of time on devices, and we have limited amount of time where we're both off and not working, and a lot of that time is spent with him on his iPad and me on my iPad, or we'll be in the car. This is when I notice it a lot. He's driving and I'm scrolling on my iPad. Yesterday,
that's still the best time.
Yesterday when we were going to breakfast, I look over and he's over there playing a game on his phone. Just like all of this time where we could be
doing stuff, present
with each other and having conversation, we spend on devices.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of my frustration yesterday.
Yeah.
Because then when breakfast was over, Mom and Dad were with us, and Dad needs some assistance getting up. And I look over, and the two men in the party are like, and Dad is a prideful person and won't ask for help. And so he's like having a hard time standing up from the seat. And so I said, to my brother, can you help Dad? Well, he's got a bad shoulder, so you can't just pull on his arm. You have to get, like, underneath his shoulder. And then, did that really hurt, and it got him all off his feet. And I was like, I just want you to be more present, like, to pay more attention to what's happening. Don't wait for me to tell you Dad needs help getting up.
Yeah.
It's like...
And I do need to work on that.
That was my frustration yesterday, but when I started to voice that, I was getting lots of huffs and puffs from people.
Yeah.
And so, Mom and Dad can't hear the conversation, so when Mom's like, what's wrong? I was just like, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Because I have a valid concern that I can't bring up to certain people, because then it just compounds into a bigger problem. But I know I can talk to Kevin about it. Even if I'm super pissed. It's just I want more like presence, and that goes to the digital thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think you get lost in your like superhero comic book conversations. You and Michael both.
Mm-hmm.
You're having these like conversations about things that aren't real, and you don't pay attention to the other things that are happening that need attention.
Yeah.
So, and I know I could have just walked over and helped Dad get up, and I could have done that. But I'm kind of like, I have two men standing right here, just dicking around in the middle of the restaurant, looking around like they've never been in a restaurant before. So I was a little bit irritated with that. And that's the frustration. I just don't know how to...
Yeah, well, that's on me. I got to do better.
Well, it's not just you, though.
Well, yeah.
Like, we got this new machine Mom got through Dad's insurance to help dose his medications out. And so I sat down with Dad, and I was like, all right, tell me what medicines you take and what time. Because what this machine does is you load it with all your medicines, you set up a schedule, I take these at this time, these at this time, and it alarms at whatever time you set it. And then you have 4 hours to go dispense the dose and take it. So I'm sitting with him, and he's, getting a little confused about the medications. I take this in the morning, and I take this at night, and I take these in the middle. It came out to 4 different times during the day where he has medications. Set everything up, got it working. The next day, he's worried, and I think it's all he can think about. He feels like he's lost control of his meds, even though this machine now does everything for him.
Yeah.
It alarms at 8. I have a feeling that's why they were up so early this morning. It alarmed at 8 o'clock. Dad feels like he has to get up at 8 o'clock and take his meds, which you don't have to do. It will stay lit up until 12 o'clock. You press a little
button on the front of it, and it dumps it into a little cup for you.
But what he's gotten to doing is getting up when the alarm goes off and dumping it into the cup and then holding it in his pocket, which is what we were trying to get away from him doing. Because he'll have the dose and he'll forget to take it or whatever. At least we know he won't get overdosed.
The important ones are the ones he takes at the beginning and the end.
Those are his prescriptions. Like everything else is vitamin. So I said, I didn't realize you took meds 4 times a day. And Mom's like, he doesn't. Like, why did I set it up 4 times a day? So now I have to go back and try and I don't know. He gets confused about what he needs to take and when he needs to take it. And that's why we got this machine. But in my head, I'm like, well, once the machine is set up, you forget about it.
Set it and forget it.
It will dose for you. You don't have to worry about, did I take this? The machine will tell you, you missed a dose, or you have a dose waiting to be dispensed. Or, and I think it's, because it's different, it's kind of set him a little off. He needs to get used to it. And I need to adjust it so that he gets the morning and the evening, and then he gets the vitamin dosages that he can take whenever he wants throughout the day. Like, dispense them all. Vitamins aren't critical to his everyday. The other things are critical to his everyday. Those are the ones I'm most worried about. But there's that level of frustration for me being like, I can look at that and figure out how to use it really quickly. I can glance over and know what to touch, and they are just slower to pick up on it. And even with kids, I have a problem with, back when we did computer lab and we used to take them to the computer lab every week, it was my worst time. Because I'm like, it's right there, just click it, it's right there, you're looking right at it, click it, and they're like, I don't see, I have no patience for that with anybody.
That's where I learn my patience.
I don't know how he does it. I'm like, this is...
Because I do that for a living. Click on this. It's over here in the right corner, upper right corner, top right corner. It's over in the upper right. No, don't click on that. So now when you got to go back, there's a back button on the left.
I think I need to click on this. Like, no. But I'm going to click... And they... Yeah. So, there's that frustration, and I don't know how to get rid of that. I feel like I either need to go to therapy or I need to up my dose of medication
take care of the stuff at the top of the list, and then maybe that'll start taking care of the stuff at the bottom of the list.
Maybe. All right, so here's some other things I have. Just 3 more things. Less debt.
Yeah. And that's something everybody should work on.
It is. And
everybody needs to work on less debt. The government needs to work on less debt. That's not going to happen.
Replacing fixing the chair, which was $125, to buying a new recliner for Kevin. It's like, he doesn't need a new recliner. He likes his recliner. We just need to fix the footrest. When we fixed the other one, it was $125. To, let's get a new couch. Oh, let's get a sleeper sofa. And it was like, oh my God. Like, and then finally I was like, no. I need to pay off debt before we do that. Or I need to save up until we can afford to pay cash.
There you go.
Rather than just run off and do something we don't really need to do. And then, I did put something on credit yesterday to help mom and dad out, but they'll repay me for that, so I'm not really concerned about it. But I do need to work on, utilizing credit less.
Yeah.
I'm bad about that. I've always been bad about that. Less sitting.
Which you've already started on that. You've gone with me to the store. You've gone into the stores. I'll go in with you. And then, you are doing that.
This vacation, though, I've sat a lot. My knees hurt because I've been just really sitting.
Well,
our camera right now is set up on our recumbent bike. My bicycle is our computer stand right now. But I think leaving it in here, I can come in here and ride it, and we don't have to put it back in the living room. When we have company, we'll just pull it out like we did before. Yeah. And we don't get company that often where I feel like I need to do that.
Yeah, we brought it. It was in the living room, and we brought it in here because we had all the kids and Jen and Paul.
Mm-hmm. I do have a goal, like a weight goal. I set really small weight goals, like 20-pound weight goals. And when I reach the next one, I think I'm going to start going back to the gym.
Okay.
Even if it's just 10 minutes on a treadmill,
This is where we love Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness has 2 things. They have just a gaggle of the stuff for cardio. They got ellipticals, what you just said? Treadmill. The thing that you liked with the Stepmaster.
That wasn't a Stepmaster. I can't do. That's an elliptical. The Stairmaster things cannot do those. But the one was the Arc Trainer.
The Arc Trainer, yeah. The Arc Trainer.
I love the Arc Trainer.
And then they also had this room where it's like 12 different things. Every 2 minutes you're doing
like a circuit.
And you get done in a half hour. But it's 2 minutes of this, a minute of rest, 2 minutes standing on this, doing a little exercise that was no equipment. It's like a little step or something. Then a minute of rest. And then once you were done, it was 30 minutes and it was a complete workout. So you did arms, legs, stretches.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
The whole bit, yeah. So that's we were doing real well on that for a while, and then you got
gallbladder problems, and I got really sick, and I stopped going, and I was that.
It'd be better if Planet Fitness was a little closer to the house. There are closer gyms that are just, we just don't feel very comfortable with. Like the One Fitness or the fucking Anytime. The Anytime place looks like it's,
No, I don't want to be in it. Yeah, no. I like Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
It's
People
just a matter of
alone
getting
for the
back,
most part. It's good stuff.
I've done it before. I can do it again. I just need to get that back to... that's my goal. When I hit my next step, my next goal weight, then I'm going to add the gym into it. So, we're not too far away from it. I'm about 12 pounds away.
There you go.
So anyway. No. My next one and my last one is less procrastination, but I can do that anytime. So
I'll do that later.
I'll get that one later. Yeah. That's why I put it on the end of my list, because,
Now, the stuff I was going to say for my mores, there's more spending time with family, friends.
Less time apart from family and friends.
There you go. So, this past year, we did a vacation with my family, and then there was my aunt's funeral. It was just a lot of hanging out with my brothers, my cousins, and it was fantastic. and I need to do more of that. My friends, I haven't seen my buddy Chuck or Richard. Neither one of them I haven't seen face to face since before the pandemic started.
Yeah.
So I need to get on that stick. So I want to, maybe figure out how we can all go to dinner one night.
All you have to do is call, text, and say, hey, Saturday, you guys want to meet for lunch somewhere? And you don't need me to go with you. Like, you can...
Yeah, I'm 100% down. I mean, and they're busy too. I mean, they're both got their own shit going on. Chuck's doing a lot of camping and whatnot, and Richard's teaching at a new school. He went to teaching high school, which seems crazy to me, but
Me too.
Yeah, fuck that. Fucking teenagers. I mean, the middle school was crazy enough, but fucking high schoolers, man. How do you not punch them in the face like every day?
That's why you don't teach.
That's why I don't teach. I'm an insanely patient person. And I know I'll be punching a kid in the face.
So anyway, that was my off the top.
Yeah.
List of lests.
List
of lesses.
And we are going to continue using this as our studio. We're going to do the thing we are going to do more of. More shit on the walls.
We're gonna somehow try to decorate this space behind us so it doesn't look like a blank canvas.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'll do that, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
You guys have a happy new year. Find your less.
Find your less. Bye, everybody.